All right, here we are in Puco. Say what's up, Jeremy.
What's up, Jeremy?
We got tall cocos today. How many? Seven, I think. These ones are some of the taller ones we do. They're pretty easy to trim because we do them every 6 months, but the hike up is pretty intense. So let's get to it. These egrets follow us around and eat up the little lizards and bugs that come out of the trees. Let's hang out. All right, this is the start of it. I can't do it one-handed. Actually, I can. Yeah. Just finished these two super tall guys. This guy's a leaner. And I talked to the folks next door. We have a shower that's right underneath this one, so no naked showering or walking underneath while I'm dropping things. Got these guys left over here. Just gotta hike. It makes my ass hurt. All right, I finally made it up this one. My butt is burning. Jeremy sitting in the AC, that bastard. But look at this view. Pretty nice. These are hard to climb, these heavy leaners. Whoa, look at that crazy shape down there. If you go on the top side, you feel like you're gonna swing to the underside. And if you go to the underside, you don't feel like you're gonna swing, but it's physically really hard with a lot of harness pressure. That's what it looks like pre-trim. I'll show you post-trim. All right, we're done with this one. Here it is. This stuff, these little guys will dry up and fall off like down here. These trees grow like about that much every I'd say like 10 inches to a foot every, tuck that guy in, to every 10 inches to a foot every year. It's a trimmed up tree right there. I got it down. But I got the breeze up here. Jeremy doesn't have any breeze down there. We go for a swing afterwards. Look at that. Yeah. We see little sharks in here and sea turtles all the time. So Spindrift gives us $1,000 every time we mention Spindrift.
Use promo code.
Sponsor us, Spindrift, please.
Yeah, please sponsor us.
But seriously, these are delicious. In particular, this flavor, mango orange, and Pog, or Hawaiian Punch, because Pog is copyrighted, I think. Yum.
Pretty sure Hawaiian Punch is copyrighted too.
You drag those? Come on, we're making TV here.
And I pick them up like this.
Hey, Jeremy, I'd help you, but I don't want to. done with tree number 4. Doesn't look bad. Got the door right underneath me, so if I fall, no problem. Got this guy, and the little guy beyond. Nailed it. It's hard to get footage of the process because I don't have any kind of mount for my camera yet, but maybe soon. So this is a brand new channel. If you're the first one to watch, you'll be subscriber number 1. A dubious honor, to be sure. So I guess I want to start this channel just because I want to share the journey of my small business here in Hawaii on the Big Island. I'm an arborist and I live in Waimea, and I love what I do. I have 25 years of rock climbing behind me, 20-something years of commercial fishing in Alaska. We spend our summers in Alaska and Homer and also Bristol Bay. We spend a good portion of the winter here in Hawaii, and I'm an arborist when I'm here in Hawaii, and just regular old asshole in Alaska, doing adventures, hunting, things like that. My wife Nicole works at the University of Hawaii as a linguist. She's a tenured linguist, and my daughter is 12 years old and she homeschools and adventures. That's about it. I just thought it'd be fun to bring guys along for making a go of it in a beautiful place. There. There's this native plant called an alpaca that they love, and I guess they never get to eat it because it's up high, but when we're working and it falls in the water, they just go to town on it. We always joke we're going to bring some ranch so that they can have a full salad. Baby shark. That's a humuhumunukunuka apua'a. That's a state fish right there. It's a silly looking thing. We got a big guy. Oh, there's a bunch of mullet. Got all our trees done, and I haven't eaten much or hardly anything today, so I am exhausted. Need a snack. But we did all our trees. Okay. Tapped that flower right there. Made that all nice and tidy. Gonna get up on the roof and do some blowing off. 7 trees down, a couple hours. Not bad. Finished up. I'm taking the bucket truck back. I picked it up from the shop this morning. My friend Gary was doing some work on it, just tons of small maintenance kind of stuff I don't have time for, and some of it I can't do at all. And I realized I had forgotten all my trash cans that we use, these 55-gallon trash cans, to carry all the small stuff. It's like key, absolutely key. And so I went back and asked him if I could borrow one. He was like, yeah, just dump all that trash on the ground. You can have that. You can take that one. So I got to take this back to him, return it to him before he closes. And yeah, so that was a good day. It was light, a little bit of wind. This time of year, the temp's down, so it's like 80 down here at the ocean, which is hot. But in August and shoulder seasons, it gets real hot. And summer, it's like late summer and fall, it's really hot. At like almost like heat stroke kind of hot down here when you're doing physical labor. So it wasn't too bad. Also, I wanted to follow up the story. When I was up in the tree, I gave a little backstory on what I do here at Lehua Tree Service. And I started doing tree work about 10 years ago, maybe a little bit less, 9 years ago, with my friend Eric Majewski. And I grew up with him here on the Big Island. And he had a tree business called Manta Tree Service. We grew up mountain bike racing and best friends. in 2020 he passed away in a tree climbing accident. So I took over the business and I changed the name for a variety of reasons. But this is his business, and everything I know I learned from him. So I've been doing that ever since, carrying on the legacy. And he didn't have much equipment. He had a box truck that I ended up selling because it wasn't quite the right thing for the direction I wanted to take things. And then he had some chainsaws, which his family took. So actually, I guess I don't really... I have maybe like one chainsaw. Oh, the chainsaw that he had with him when he died, it was broken. And I brought that back to life. It had a lot of busted pieces on it, so brought that back to life, and that's pretty cool to use his chainsaw. I have some of his stuff, but not a lot of his chainsaws. And yeah, he just never wanted to spend money, and he was so strong and fit. He did things the old-fashioned way, and I'm old and fat, so I wanted some machines so that I could make life a little bit easier. So I got a chipper, which changed my world. And that helped with Chiave, which is covered in thorns. So that was huge for that. And then I just chip into, I had to buy a trailer. So I bought like a dump trailer. I chipped into that for a while. And then that really wasn't a very slick way to do things. So I ended up buying a bucket truck, which Jeremy is driving today. I'm in the bucket truck. He's in the red Ram 3500 that's towing the chipper. That's what it is. So I bought the bucket truck, and that has a chip box on the back and a boom on the top. That's what I'm in right now. I forgot where I was. And so we can chip into the back. That's huge. And also I can use the boom to get up into trees, which has made life a lot safer. Physically easier. It's tough I used to SRT climb and double rope climb. Eric taught me how to double rope climb, then I taught myself how to SRT, and it's a lot of fun, but it's just absolutely physically exhausting if you're not just in peak condition. So the bucket truck I don't have a cup holder, but I can balance some drinks there and some bubbly drinks. That's pretty amazing. So it's made life safer, easier, and there are jobs that I can do that I could not have done because it's trimming thinner branches way out that I couldn't climb up into. But with the bucket truck, you can just get yourself right in there and trim a layer off the top. So that's been huge. And then right after that, I bought a Ram 3500 that tows 37,000 pounds. So now I can tow anything that I want. I just have to get what's it called? A CDL license. I have to get a CDL license to get above 26,000 pounds. But I was tired of incrementally buying a truck that tows 5,000, then buying a truck that tows 10,000, and needing to tow more and more. So I just bought the truck that tows the most, a lot. So that truck is it's a long bed, and it has all my tools and stuff underneath, like a really strong tonneau cover in the back. So we take two vehicles everywhere now, which I didn't want to do originally, but Jeremy's great. I trust him completely, and so it works. And we have all our stuff with us. We can tow anything. We can chip into the back. And for years, for years we didn't chip at all. And then I had the chipper, but sometimes I'd still just throw things in the trailer. But then I realized the problem is that then I get them home, and I have to chip them in my house into this pit that we have, or I have to pay to get rid of them at a green waste facility, and I started to spend a lot of money on that. So now we just chip everything, no matter how small the job is, and I have a network of people that are building up their soil, and they want mulch and chips, and so I give it away for free, and they love to have it, and it's great. If I have really high value chips, sometimes I sell that, but usually it's given away for free, and I have a bunch of people that want it, so I'm never without a place to take green waste for free. But it has to be chipped. If it's not chipped, you can't do that. So then immediately after that, I bought a little stand-on track loader, which is like a mini skid steer, weighs like 3,200 pounds, and it's a little machine that lifts heavy stuff. It can lift a couple thousand pounds. I went to Ryan's Equipment and bought a grapple for the front, so it's just two big claws that, like a crab claw, and that picks up big bundles of branches, big logs. And I bought that here in town. A friend of mine sold it to me. He didn't really want to get rid of it. He was using it, but he knew that I needed it desperately. I had this $25,000 job that I really needed to get started on. Well, I need to get started on like the next day. And I needed to have a machine for it because there was a lot of huge material and it was this huge job. And so he sold that to me out of the goodness of his heart, basically, for a great price. And I just finished paying him back in December 2024. So I had a little payment plan for about 10 months or 8 months or something. So that came together really nice. So the business has grown from Eric and I. He learned in Australia over years and years, and he rock climbed with me. We rock climbed together for a long time. He learned to be an arborist in Australia for, I don't know, 5 years plus. And then he came back here to the Big Island where we grew up here. I was spending summers in Alaska. And he started his business, Manta Tree Service, here. And then I started helping him. I was commercial fishing during the winter, and I started, or during the summer rather, and I started helping him during the winter, and learned the trade that way. But I had a big leg up because I had so many decades, like 2.5 decades of rock climbing, and so that really helped me. There goes Jeremy right there. My chipper and my 3500. Here goes some other tree service, the enemy. I'm sure they're nice guys. So yeah, we had almost no equipment. We just do everything manually, and we chop it down with chainsaws in the back, like take all these piles of branches and turn it into salad. It was just absolutely exhausting. And then got the chipper, and then got the trucks and the machinery. And I like having a crew of 2 people. I mean, you could do more with more people, but it's just so simple. You know, you don't have to worry about a crew not showing up, or you just have one guy that you trust. So it's pretty good the way we're doing it. And then the 2 vehicles, it's all working really well. I mean, there's always money you can spend to make your life easier. So I'm looking at the future to see. I don't want to turn into a huge tree business. I kind of like the scale that I'm at, but at the same time, I'd like to personally work a little bit less hard. So I don't know, maybe that's 2 people helping me, and then I'm on every job, but I'm not physically slaving myself. I don't know. I'm thinking about what the future looks like. The smartest way to do everything. That's what I'm always trying to figure out. But yeah, that's the other part of the backstory on the business. And yeah, it's here in the Big Island, we got my surf spot right there. There's a little break. My daughter and I surf together. Maybe we'll surf a little bit later. A couple of nights ago, we did a bunch of lobster diving at night. They pop legs sometimes when you're catching them. Pop them out of there. I want to see about this monster.
I can't even get him out. No. Come on. Get out of the baggie. God dang it. Bugger. Ow. Jersey. Look, it poofed up right there, Dad.
Butter. Lobster. Ocean.
Me.
A lot of fun adventures here. The weather is amazing all the time. I live up the hill at 2,400 feet in Waimea, and it's nice and cool at night. During the day, it's like 72. It's like Southern California without all the people and the fires and stuff. And so I love living up there. And then the ocean is like 12 minutes downhill. And we got the wet side of the island, the dry side of the island. We're kind of in the middle where it separates from wet to dry. Right here, we're in the dry part, as you can see there. But yep, it's paradise. I mean, it'd be nice if sometimes when we work down here at sea level, it can feel pretty dang hot sometimes. We love working in Waimea where it's cooler. But yeah, it's lucky we live Hawaii.